Yes, Keitha. Well, this teacher says that she was the only Black English teacher at her school for 5 years, and she felt like some of her colleagues didn't understand the importance of having Black voices, Black history in the classroom. When she and her 2 students walked right in these doors yesterday, they were determined to try to help change this.
You have the two biggest, the foundation of education, teachers and students, at how we're both screaming that we feel like we're being marginalized.
An activist for youth political engagement, Robert E. Lee High School senior class president Deanna Burton came to a meeting at the Duval County School Board with her mentor, Liltera Lewis. They want to know what will change in school curriculum to include Black voices.
I knew what it was like as a Black student, not feeling included in what I'm reading. I'm an author and a writer myself, and wanting to implement that passion in the classroom and not being able to from my own perspective, it just didn't feel like I was valued at all.
Lewis says she was the only Black English teacher at her school for 5 years.
And I'm trying to advocate for students with colleagues who don't understand why it's necessary to change the curriculum.
The district states they have an African American task force created last year with the goal to ingrain Black history into the curriculum. The district states they've worked to increase professional development opportunities, including a recent training at the Ritz Theater and a diversity seminar for teachers at Edward Waters College. According to a statement from Superintendent Dr. Diana Green, student leaders will talk with her later this month about this subject. Now, last summer, we reported on an anti-bias training through a grant with the Jacksonville Public Education Foundation. Now, only 48 teachers of the year are included in that training. Lewis believes something like this should be implemented county-wide. I'm Renata DiGregorio, live in Jacksonville. First Coast News on your side.